So I finally got that Miami vlog that I wanted to get out, and now I have a little bit of creative freedom and I can just vlog about my day instead of trying to fit together all these pieces, so I can actually go chronologically. But anyways, today I'm gonna be heading out to I didn't go to the gym yesterday because I was swamped with a bunch of TikToks and stuff. We're gonna head to the gym, but before we head to the gym, we're gonna grab some coffee. This weekend, Julie is working. She's at the golf course, so I'm pretty much solo by myself. I did get a lot of stuff done yesterday, but today I really gotta hit the gym because I noticed that on the weekends, I tend to get lazy. Today is a leg day. Once I get coffee, I hit leg day. I have a bunch of stuff. I have my camera bag, which I'm gonna be taking this camera with me. I got the 16mm f1.8 on there, and I got this new ND filter by Newer. And as you can see, darkening. It does have some vignetting right here, but then there's also this attachment that is magnetic that I can just, boom, slap it on and then it gets darker. So that's kind of cool, but I'm gonna be taking that kit with me. I'm gonna be filming some stuff in the car. I brought a bunch of products. I have some fans, I have some earbuds, and some other accessories. And I think switching up the environment is gonna be a little bit better for me. Like if I'm using it in, say, a car, instead of being in like a studio looking office, right? So I'm gonna be doing that. I think sometimes it's just good to get out of the house sometimes to film. I've had some of my best content doing skits at the pool with Julie. Sorry, my office is a mess. We got a new chair and this old one's gotta go, but for now it's acting as a little storage place. I don't know if you can even see that here, but then the rest of this is just littered with products. I'm not normally this messy. I'm gonna try and get the products that I want to use, and then I'm gonna put away the ones that I don't want to use. I got this camera suctioned onto this wall right now, so I got a cool angle, and I think switching up the angles every so often is pretty cool too. So I'll see you guys in the next spot. Peace. All right, so we did make it to Starbucks, and today I got the salted caramel cold foam like usual. I've been drinking this a lot lately, and I kind of look forward to it, especially on my days off when I get a chance to go to Starbucks in the morning. It's kind of my routine. So I'm actually sitting here in the parking lot of Starbucks. I was just reflecting on how I feel lately, and for the first time, I think it took me going to Miami to realize that I actually feel like a quote-unquote professional content creator. I think for the longest time, to give you a little backstory, when I was doing Amazon, I didn't really create content in the way that I do right now on TikTok. I was taking videos and I was doing voiceovers, and for me, that's not really, I mean, it is creating content, and I made a lot of money on Amazon, but I wasn't tapping really into my creative elements. A lot of it was ChatGPT, and I would just read off of a script and then hopefully someone buys. And I did make a lot of money over that, well over $100,000. But it wasn't until I started doing TikTok that I started feeling like an actual content creator. But with TikTok, when I first started, it was so bad. Like, my videos were bad, and I thought my videos were good in the beginning. And for the longest time, I had the biggest imposter syndrome when it came to TikTok, just because I felt like, man, I'm trying to be a content creator. But it took me going to Miami to realize that a lot of the guys that were there were just like me, and I have the same skill level as them. It's just that they've had more time and more momentum. And that's kind of how I feel like where I'm at with YouTube. But I mean, obviously my skills aren't good because I'm still stuck at 35 subscribers. But for the first time in my life, I feel like what I'm doing is the right path for me. I bought a lot of camera gear and stuff, and now I'm slowly starting to realize what pieces of gear I actually want to take with me. And it's funny because I have, you know, the Action 6, and then I also have the DJI Nano, and then I also have the Pocket 3. They call this GAS. It's GAS. That's Gear Acquisition Syndrome. And it's that feeling of you don't have enough gear in order to do the things that you want to do. Like, you have that mindset. It causes you to not create because you're like, I just need to get that new lens. I just need to get that new piece of gear, and then I'll be ready. But the thing is, most people, a lot of the best YouTubers have just started using their phone, and the iPhone is very capable. But for me, a lot of it was a lot of experimentation, and I have no regrets with the gear that I bought. But now I'm slowly starting to refine my kit, and I realize that I really like my Sony ZV-E1. Would I like an FX3? Yes. If the FX3 wasn't 5 years old, I would have already bought it. But because I don't want to buy a 5-year-old camera and then the FX3 II comes out, but that's going to be a one and done for sure. No more cameras after that. We'll go over it more in the video, but I did pick up some more gear. But as far as my kit goes, I'm not going to be picking up more pieces, hopefully. I'm refining my kit in that, like, I have like my everyday carry, which is the things that I want to have on me at all times. And I realized that I would need to have my camera on me at all times because every moment could be a piece of content, and I don't want to be like, dang, I wish I had my camera on me. So I am using this Wandered bag. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I am using this Wandered bag, and I realized before I was carrying everything in my kit, like literally everything. Like, I would bring the Pocket 3, the Action 6, the Nano, not this camera, but my iPad, all this stuff. And I realized I don't need that, especially when I go to work. And so part of it was I want to be ready for that moment. But then I realized I'm not really using all those cameras. And then when I do, it's very cumbersome to take all of those pieces and then plug them into my laptop and then take out and get the data and then try and piece together. That's what was giving me friction to create. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to refine my case and just have a few select pieces of gear. I can just be ready to go at any time. And hey, Julie's like, hey, let's go walk around somewhere. I'll be like, yep, let's go. And I just have my pack ready to go, shoot, and then I'm ready to go. The other video I went over what was in my kit, so I don't want to go over everything, but basically I'm down to my Sony ZV-E1, and I'm testing out the Action 6, not the Nano, testing out the Action 6 as being my backup B-roll camera, and like for the gym, because you can't bring out a bag. So like something like this, or if it's raining or we're doing some kind of action sport, I want to take this. And the reason why I'm choosing this is, one, that it's waterproof. But over the other portable cameras like the Pocket 3, like the Nano, the camera itself is waterproof, but the dock isn't. So this is perfect for that. And it is very close to the Pocket 3 sensor. It's a 1/1.1 sensor. And I know I'm just spec rambling right now, but anyways, I like this, and it's all in one pack. And another thing about this camera in particular, I lost my train of thought. I also like that it's really compatible with my other DJI mics and stuff. So I'm gonna be carrying that around with me. That was what I was gonna say, is that it shoots in this custom mode, which allows me to shoot in horizontal or vertical. So if I find some content that I wanna eventually post on vertical while I'm building a personal brand, then I can shoot on this and not have to worry, am I facing it this way or this way? I'm gonna be using this, and you can't see it right now, but I have my whole car rigged up so that I can mount either the Action 6 or the ZV-E1. Right now it's sitting on a suction cup mount. Now I can, take this portable. I'll go over a little bit more in the video, but I have now two of these things, these little tripod grips. So I'm gonna just leave this one in the car so that if I need to run and gun and I need a grip, then I can just take this. So I'm gonna leave this in the car. I wanna have my car ready so that I can also do stuff, and I don't wanna have my house cluttered with stuff that I don't use. So now my car will be geared up, and then the house will be geared up, and then my pack will be geared up, so I can literally get shots anytime. And then I'm gonna leave the Pocket 3 and the Osmo Nano in the truck so that if there's situations that I wanna get maybe some cinematic B-roll, I can use the Pocket 3. But anyways, enough of that rambling. Just wanted to give you an update on how my thought process is, and I'll see you guys maybe in the gym. All right, so I just finished the gym and now I'm sitting in my truck. I'm in the Safeway parking lot and I have on a vest so I can look like a blue collar worker. I'm gonna film some videos in the car. Hopefully this hits a different audience. Hopefully I don't look stupid. I wanna film this, but it's too much work to balance the Action 6 and my video. So maybe I'll just post the video in vertical on here. But yeah, I'll see you guys after I'm done filming the video. Peace. I'm gonna be returning the mini invisible earbuds, and yes, they're in my ear. I'm not returning these because they're way smaller than these regular earbuds. I'm not returning them because you can barely see that they're in my ear, and yes, they're in my ear. I'm not returning them because they have these soft silicone tips, and I'm not returning them because they have great sound quality, noise cancellation, or the fact that they're waterproof. But I'm returning these mini invisible earbuds because I paid full price for these, and they just went on sale. So don't be like me. If you wanna get the mini invisible earbuds while they're still on sale, I'll leave a link at the bottom of this video so you can. All right, so we made it back home. I finished filming videos in the car with that stupid vest on. Hopefully some of those videos pop. I guess what I wanted to talk about, I think earlier in the video I was talking about gear acquisition and stuff, and I told you guys I was going to talk about the things that I got recently. I think a couple of videos ago I talked about this guy, which is the 24-70 f2.8 G Master 2. This is like a $2,500 lens. I got this for a steal. It was only like $1,800. This thing is basically pristine, so I decided to pick it up. Not that I needed it, but I eventually want to get into video and photography, so I figured if I could get it at a good price, this is something that will never go out of style, so I picked this up. No regrets about this. And my second thing is I'm shooting right now on the Sony ZV-E1, and I found a deal online for the exact same setup, pretty much exact same setup as me, meaning I got another handle like this and another ZV-E1, not this lens. This is the 16-35mm G Master 2, but I just have it on there because I'm using it for now. But it came with the mic, which I'm using right now, the Sony ECM M1, and then the cage, everything is exactly the same. And then it came with this not G Master, but G 20mm f1.8. But anyways, I got the whole setup with the Sony Tough Card and a bunch of other stuff for $2,500, and I got it because it was a deal, and I plan on reselling this. Why not get it when it's on a deal and I could resell it? But I don't need this. I'm not getting this for my personal use. I'm getting it because I know I can resell it for way more. Currently, I have it listed on Facebook Marketplace for like $3,500. I'm thinking I could flip it, and I'm keeping the card. That's what I'm using in the Sony right now, is I'm using the Sony Tough Card. So I'm hoping to make $1,000 on this purchase plus getting the Sony Tough Card. We'll see about that. But anyways, going back to what I was talking about earlier, I do have a lot of gear right now, but a lot of that gear is I'm consolidating it, and I'm also purchasing some stuff for resale. And I think I do want to start, just flipping stuff on Facebook Marketplace because it is fun. I saw a recent post about how you can flip stuff, and the way that you should be flipping stuff is, so you're basically just looking for deals that are within your hobby. You buy it and then you use it for a little bit. And oh my goodness, Rev, my freaking cat just knocked over my lens. Luckily, this is the one that I don't want to keep. Buy stuff that's in your hobby, and then you can later on, you can use the gear until it sells. And then it's fun, and the gear is already used anyway, so why not use it, right? I'll be talking more about my kit later on as I refine it. I also have this cool thing that has been spicing up my videos lately, which is this little light, and let me just show you. So I've been using this to spice up my TikToks, and I just put this behind here, and boom, it makes my background look blue. Then when I want to switch it up, I can also just do this. There's also some other filters that you can put on to give you different designs, but I personally just like the one thing because it's easier. I don't have to flip through all the different stuff. I'm back to vlogging. I'm back to just documenting my life without having really any purpose. And I understand that it's not going to have the reach that I want it to because I'm not targeting certain people, but I don't really care because this is my documentary, and it's just things that are working for me and my life, so I can look back on it. If you like the journey and you want to subscribe, then I'd appreciate it. If not, then I don't really care. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.